Hey everybody, and welcome to PressPToPlay, and we're going to do a bit of a different video today. Today we're going to show, or talk about, our E3 predictions for Nintendo for this year.
Yeah, so E3's coming up fast, so we each came up with 5 predictions, and we're just going to share them, and they're probably somewhat controversial. Some of them are pretty obvious, other ones are a bit of a stretch, but we want to have a little fun with this. So.
Yeah, it'll be cool to kind of talk about stuff and to predict what Nintendo will do, because you never know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, they could come out with a completely new game, like we saw Splatoon last year.
Yeah, did any of you guys think that it was actually gonna happen?
Yeah, Nintendo's gonna make a game with squids that go into ink, and you get to shoot each other.
There's that one guy that's like, I predicted that!
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna try to be that one guy, and we're gonna try to, we're just going to talk about our picks and what we like about each other's and what we don't, what we agree with, what we don't agree with, because, it'll be fun.
Alright, so you want to go first then?
No, it's ladies first, Elijah.
Uh-huh. You go first. I dare you to.
Okay. So, we're going to get started right away, right into this. For me, my first prediction is... and there's lots of people that kind of might think this, might not think this. I'm kind of more towards I think it'll happen, because, you know, they haven't announced something big in a while.
I don't think you've dragged this on for long enough.
And I think the big thing that will be shown will be a new Metroid game. I've said it, don't kill me.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I'm pretty much 90% sure that they're gonna show a new Metroid. I mean, there hasn't been a new Metroid in 5 years, and the last one was Other M. And I know you liked Other M a lot.
Don't kill me in the comments, but I actually liked Other M. Yes, Adam was a jerk, but besides that, you know,
I don't know.
It was a good game.
I just kind of liked it when she didn't talk that much. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like the story, but the gameplay wasn't my favorite.
I'm like the complete opposite. I love the gameplay of Other M, and I actually like that they gave her somewhat of a personality. I think it could have been a bit more I'm a kind of a tough girl, because that's what it's supposed to be. That's what Samus is supposed to be, not oh no, I need help from men to do things. But that part I didn't like as much, but I love the game. But I don't think it's going to be like Other M. I think it's either going to be another Prime game, actually, for the Wii U. Because that would look amazing, with HD, a Prime game. And I don't know how it would work, but I'm sure you could do something with the gamepad or something like that.
The gyroscope?
Yeah, and the gyroscope, or because in Other M you had to hold up your Wii remote when you shot a missile. It would be kind of the same thing when you bring up your gamepad. Although I don't know if that would get tiring to hold up or something like that. But because I'm not sure if they're going to do that, though. I have a theory that a lot of people probably wouldn't think of, but because for not Other M, but for the Prime series, there's already been 3, and bringing a 4th one, people would love it. But I don't know if Nintendo's thinking well, will a 4th one overdo it, or not, but they don't want to go Other M direction and do a game like that, because nobody liked that. Well, besides me, but most people didn't like that. So what I think they could do is have a Metroid for 3DS, and it would go back to the side-scrolling thing that Metroid started with. That I think they could do, and it could work because they could use the same graphical style as either New Super Mario Brothers or A Link Between Worlds, that kind of look to it, but still be side-scrolling, because they haven't made a side-scrolling Metroid game since Fusion.
So here's what I think on that. I do think that there's going to be a new Metroid game, but I don't think many people are going to be that happy, because people want a Metroid on the console. They don't care about... Well, there are people that do care, but I feel like there's more people who'd want a Wii U version than a 3DS version. And I was going to include Metroid on this, but I figured you'd be all over this, so I didn't bother to put it on my list. I think what I was going to do is I think there's going to be 2 Metroids. I think there would be a 2D one for the 3DS that would get released earlier. and then a 3D one for the Wii U.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I think could happen, is they definitely could do one for each system. And I think that could work. But I don't know if they have enough time. Like, I don't know if Nintendo would do something like that where they have one on one console and one on the handheld. I want both, like, really badly. But as far as realistically, I don't know. Like, I think just having 3DS one 2D side-scrolling, that just came to mind because they're kind of in the hole for Metroid. Like, the last game just kind of put them, like, deep into the rabbit hole for that.
Maybe that's why they haven't made one in so long.
Yeah, because they're like, what do we do now? Like, do we release another Prime game, or maybe they have an idea for the NX and they want to save a Prime for that. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm thinking maybe that's a good, safe choice, and plus, it would return to what Metroid was all about in the first place. So, I don't know. That's just an idea I have. But let's move on to your
Alright,
first
so
prediction.
my first prediction, whereas Ben started out swinging, I'm going to go... This is pretty much my only, like, tame prediction. I think that Xenoblade Chronicles X is going to be shown off a fair amount, and that we're finally going to get a release date for it. I'm thinking sometime around August 2015.
Yeah, and that I agree with you, like, completely, because it's already out in Japan.
Yeah.
So they do need a lot of time, I understand, to, like, bring it into English.
Yeah, but 10% of the game's already in English. Like, anytime you do something big, like Discovery of Landmark, that's already in English. Like, if you've seen some of the gameplay, there is a chunk of it that's already in English. So there isn't as much. Well, there obviously is a lot. But they said in March that they were deep into March or April, or sometime around the release, that they were deep into the localization. So they gotta be close by now.
Yeah, so I'm predicting definitely like August, September it'll be out.
They don't want to be it too close to the holiday, since that's when I have a feeling that Star Fox.
Yeah, that's when the big games are gonna be. So yeah, I agree with you completely for that.
Yeah, I have to get that game.
Yeah,
I'm at the point now where it's like I must get it. I love.
Are you really
the first
excited for it?
Like, yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, like me, I'm really excited, but it's not like on the top tier of my list. Like I'll probably get it anyways. Like I'll get anything that is released in the next little while, because they don't have a lot of releases, but when they do, like Nintendo, I'm talking about, it's like a good, and it's a big release. Like
that game is
usually
so
a good
big.
game.
It's gonna be like Goodbye Life.
Yeah, put in like your whole lifetime into that one game.
All right.
Yeah.
So why don't we move on to your next prediction?
All right. So, because the last time there was anything Mario was back in 2013 with 3D World. So my second prediction, and I don't know if people will agree with me for sure, but I think, and because since there hasn't been one yet on the Wii U, is that a new Mario sports title is announced for Wii U, coming probably later this year, before the year's over.
Okay.
And I'm not sure, it's either going to be Strikers, Sluggers, or Mario Golf.
Okay.
And at first I thought, like, because I would like to see, like, Super Mario Strikers on the Wii U. Like, that would be amazing, like a soccer game. And
it's the only game where you get a character crotch chopping for a celebration goal.
Yeah. And the people who developed Super Mario Strikers for Wii, Next Level Games, said they're working on a project, and to me, like, they don't work on too many things. They had, like, I think they worked on Luigi's Mansion also, like the Dark Moon, I think they worked on that. But, like, what else can they be working on? Unless it's a completely new game, I'm thinking it has to be another Mario Strikers.
Yeah. So, here's what I'm thinking. Or do you want to finish?
No, continue.
Okay. So, I do agree with the sports thing. I would like to see a sports one. I mean, like, when I was little, that was one of my favorite games, was Super Mario Super Sluggers.
Yeah.
I played that, like, a lot.
Yeah.
But, I'm doubting that it would be a Mario Golf game for the only reason that the 3DS already has a golf game.
Yeah, and that one I was...
I'm pretty doubtful about the golf.
Yeah, and, like, even though it's part of my prediction, like, I don't think golf would be a good one either, but the sole reason why I included golf in the in the one of the games it could have
Yeah.
been, is because of at the very beginning of the Wii U's announcement, like not the tech demo, but like the first like reveal trailer for the Wii U, it showed the gamepad on the ground with the golf ball there.
Yeah.
And you could swing your Wii
You
remote.
can do that now in Wii Sports U.
Yeah.
So
I guess so.
Were showing off.
Yeah, so, but, like, I don't know if, like, that could work also really well for a Mario Golf game, but yes, because since it was on a 3DS, not long ago, I don't think Golf would be, like, that one's probably, like, third most probable, but behind Sluggers and Strikers.
Yeah, I also don't think it would be a tennis one, because the 3DS has something for that,
Yeah,
too.
definitely not tennis, no.
But I think Strikers is the most likely to get one.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of thinking, would they want to port Strikers Charged onto the new 3DS? Because the reason why I'm saying this is because the new 3DS got a remake of Xenoblade Chronicles, and that's a huge game to port onto it. Like, the world is just huge. Like, the fact that they chose such a big game really opens the floodgates, and, like, I feel like kind of like there are a lot, pretty much any Wii game that could get ported onto the new 3DS based on its processing power.
Yeah. But what makes you think it would be that game that would...
I don't know. I just feel like Strikers Charge would work well for a Strikers game would work well for the 3DS based on the control scheme.
I think that could work too. But yeah, and then I think Sluggers would also be good on Wii U.
But it'd have to be motion controls. I don't really know.
Yeah, it would have to be like the reveal trailer where they had the gamepad in their hands and they were like moving it around.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Any sports game.
That trailer lied to us so much. There's like all these promising things, and then
this is what you're gonna get. Nope.
Exactly.
But yeah, so let's move on to your next prediction.
All right. So I also had another prediction based on Mario, and based because it's like the 30th year of the Mario. Do you remember they mentioned that?
Yes.
And it was like, but earlier in the year, you remember they mentioned there would be no Mario games.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go ahead and release 30th year. Like, I think that's just a bit weird.
Yeah.
That there's no... They did a big thing for Luigi. There's no way they'd skimp out on
Yeah, it's
Mario.
just like Luigi's more important.
So I think that there's one title that needs an entry on the Wii U that people seem to kind of forget about, or I feel like... I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a lot of people I know forget about. And that's a new Paper Mario for the Wii U. Because the 64 has a Paper Mario, GameCube has a Paper Mario, Wii has a Paper Mario... 3DS has a Paper Mario. I did not like the 3DS one. I hated the 3DS one. I didn't mind it. I didn't like Sticker Star. The Wii U needs a Paper Mario. I love the Paper Mario series, especially this might be a little controversial, but Super Paper Mario is actually my favorite.
Yeah.
I think that one to me had the best story. Like Count Black. I loved Count Black and the Tippy and the whole...
I think Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, I haven't played Thousand Year Door yet. Yeah, I need to play it.
You need to see the story for that one.
But the story, the ending was... I loved the ending, and just the whole story was pretty cool.
Yeah. I agree with that choice, actually, because there has to be one big Mario game on the Wii U, and it wasn't 3D World. I don't think that was their big...
No.
This is your next Mario game. Like, I think that was, like, a thing... that they just, an extra project that they're like, hey, let's take 3D Land and make it bigger and put it on the Wii U and show what we can do on the Wii U. But again, if there's no big Mario game announced, then I think they do need another smaller one. And I don't know if that'll just be like, here's your sports game until the next big Mario.
Think?
Or is it going to be like, here, take this Paper Mario in the meantime.
Yeah, do you
I don't
think
know.
If it was a Paper Mario, do you think it would be like back to like what Thousand Year and like actual like RPG like turns, or do you think it would be like Super Paper Mario with like just sprinkled with RPG elements?
I don't know. They'd probably do something like maybe different than both of them. That way they can incorporate the Wii U with it.
Because I don't know, a lot of people didn't like the fact that it wasn't really RPG enough, but I actually didn't mind it. I mean, like, I'm the type of person that like that's the reason why
platformers.
Yeah, that's the reason why I like Xenoblade so much, because it's like, it has the RPG elements, but there's no turns. Like, I hate turn systems. I don't know. It's
like
just
Pokemon kind of stuff?
Pokemon's a bit of an exception, though, because there's a lot of strategy and depth behind it.
Yeah, but that's basically what the turns
Pokemon's
gives.
pretty much an exception, just because it's Pokemon. But, I don't know. I feel like with other games, like Fire Emblem, and like even like Earthbound, which I love Earthbound, I feel like the turns thing just drags it on a bit.
Yeah. But I don't know how they would do a Paper Mario, but I agree there needs to be, if they're not announcing a new Mario at the E3, like a new big Mario game, then they do need something in between, whether it's a sports title, a Paper Mario, or, like, this is a perfect link to my next prediction, which will be, I think that there might be a Mario HD remake for the Wii U, and don't say anything. I know your feelings towards this.
About that.
I know your feelings towards this, but here's the thing. So this is kind of a prediction, kind of not a prediction. This is if we don't get sports, and if we don't get Paper Mario. If we get none of those two, they have to make something in the meantime before the next big Mario. If they don't do sports title, they don't do Paper Mario, it has to be an HD remake of something. I would love for them to do Sunshine, because that one's my favorite Mario game of all time. But I don't know if that'd be too much work for them, or if they would remake Galaxy. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with my prediction. If they remade, say, Super Mario Sunshine, there would be no possible way that they could make a sequel after that, because then it would just be too much of that game. Same thing with Galaxy. If they made an HD remake of Galaxy, there wouldn't be able to be a Galaxy 3, because that would be just too much focusing on Galaxy and not something different. But if you made a Galaxy remake, or not Galaxy remake, sorry, Galaxy, HD remake, I guess, then they could always release Sunshine 2 or something like that. So that's just kind of if they don't do those two other things.
Okay, so here's my thing on it. I think Galaxy has absolutely zero chance of getting a remake. I'm sorry, but I feel like that they're not going to remake any games for the Wii. Like, I just think that's a little too early. Like, I think there's a big possibility that they could remake a Galaxy for the NX when it comes out. I think that's a high possibility. But because I just think it's too early for a Galaxy remake, especially since the most recent Galaxy is only like 5 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then for Sunshine, I just feel like, I don't even think, it is old enough, but I don't even think Nintendo likes acknowledging that it even exists. Like, they never talk about, like, anything Sunshine related, ever. Like, I can't really remember.
In Galaxy 2, they had, like, Sunshine-themed levels.
Yeah, but...
But, like, I don't...
So did Galaxy 1.
But that's why I think it could be possible for a remake, because they're kind of like, oh, wait, here's this game, we haven't talked about it in forever, let's, release a
That was
HD
in 2010.
remake.
That was in 2010 when they put that level in.
That's
but it's
true.
been 5 years. They don't acknowledge Sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one game that they, like, try to, like, forget about, even though it's a fantastic game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's my personal favorite Mario game out of, like, all of them. But for me, what was I gonna say? About...
And as for, like, a port to the new 3DS, I feel like that is a possibility as well, but I think it's a small one, because I think what they're gonna do with the new 3DS is, like, kind of make, like, games that were, like, really hard to find, and, like, kind of, like, games they want to sell well. Like, Xenoblade, you know what happened with North America. Like, it was, like, impossible to find when it came out. Like, it didn't... Like, there's, like, limited copies, and there's, like, eBay... There's scalpers on eBay. So they re-released it on the new 3DS, so... Well, that way people could actually play the game. And I think that's what the new 3DS is gonna do. Like, they're gonna take games that maybe didn't, like, sell too well, that they feel like deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
And, like, make it better and put it on the new 3DS. Since the Xenoblade shows that the 3DS clearly has the new one has the power to process pretty much any Wii game.
Yeah. I just don't want a Galaxy... Like, I'm one of those people that don't want a Galaxy 3, because we've seen what Galaxy can do.
I really wouldn't want a Galaxy 3.
So that's why I'm saying an HD remake, because they're kind of just like, well, we don't really want to keep going, like, until there's, like, Galaxy 10, so here's your HD remake, and you can have this, see it on Wii U. That's the reason why I think for that. And then Sunshine, I'd like a sequel. Like, I would like a sequel more than I would want
I think they could do
HD.
a lot of stuff with the sequel.
Yeah, I would want a sequel more than I want HD. But, like, if we don't get that, then
we'll get the
it's
sequel
impossible.
in HD anyways.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah. So let's move on to your next prediction.
Alright, this next one is a bit of a stretch. I don't know. I think it could happen, but it's small, a fairly small chance. I think that there could be a new F-Zero game or
pulling out the big guns.
F-Zero remake of GX.
That is definitely possible because if Nintendo's just kind of like, oh well, we're like kind of done with F-Zero. Here's some tracks in Mario Kart.
I know.
Here's your remake though.
Yeah.
I think they could definitely do that.
Yeah, because I just feel like that because it's not dead. Like there was a Smosh interview like 5 months ago that they said if they found the right controller interface that they'd do it. Like, what are you talking about? You have the gamepad. Well, it's not the best controller.
Yeah,
it could work really well for
Yeah.
F-Zero.
It's like Mario Kart.
They demonstrated that with Nintendo Land. Obviously, it'd be a lot faster paced than what it was and then. But I think that a new F-Zero would get people crazy. And if they don't do that, I think they could also do a remake of GX. In my opinion, GX is the best F-Zero out there.
Yeah.
I loved GX. I grew up when I was in daycare, there's a GameCube there, and that was one of the games there. I don't get why it was there since it had a T rating. I guess they forgot about that.
Let's give this to little kids, because that's a good idea.
But I guess the younger kids found it way too hard, but I played it like all the time. I loved GX. Like, it was a really good-looking game for its time as well. Like, the scenes were good, too. Like, the story mode was incredible. Like, I think that they could do so much with that remake.
Yeah, and what I think is that that a remake, like all people want to see is F-Zero on the Wii U. They don't really need a new game necessarily, so I think a remake would work.
Yeah, and I also think that if they did do something, they could be like, oh, if you get this game, you could get you can have a download code to get Captain Falcon on Mario Kart 8.
Yeah,
I think that would
that'd be cool
work too.
So we'll start speeding things along and jump right into my next prediction.
So we each got 2 left.
We got 2 left each. So my next prediction, and it's somewhat of a smaller one, but I do think that they should do this. I don't know if they will, or if they'll announce it at E3 or at a later time, but I think I'm predicting that they announce another DLC for Mario Kart 8. I know we just got one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it will be, like, a proper battle mode. Like, I know a lot of people, like, the second they saw the battle mode in Mario Kart 8, they're like, what is this?
Exactly.
Like, what is this?
Like, I tried playing online, it's brutal. I cannot stand the battle mode.
Yeah,
I actually like the Wii one. The Wii battle mode was okay.
That was
I like playing battle all the time.
That one and Double Dash, those were my favorite battle modes. And that's what they need. And if Nintendo's hearing anything at all from fans, it should be that, because that's like most people are like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I think that they will announce a new DLC pack because they don't need more courses. They already have tons of courses and they have tons of characters. But
there's also a lot of characters that should be in that game that got left out. Like, I don't understand how there's no Diddy Kong, how there's no Birdo, how there's no Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
Those are 3 staple characters in the Mario franchise, and all of them got left out of that game.
Yeah.
Like, why?
And you get the Quickplays instead. I don't know.
Like, why do you... I don't care about Baby Rosalina or Pink Gold Peach. I don't care about those people.
I don't mind them, but they don't need more courses or characters. Well, maybe characters, but they do need actual...
Give me Captain Falcon and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Like, how are there... I don't get either how there's, 2 Captain Falcon courses. Like, you think by now there would be a Captain Falcon in the game at that point. But no, maybe the next pack could be F-Zero themed.
Yeah.
That is a possibility
you never know.
as well.
Yeah.
Tying in with my third prediction, you get this DLC pack for free if you buy the game.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I included that, because I was like, if they did a DLC pack like that.
Yeah, exactly.
What about Smash? Do you think there'd be anything for that either? Or?
Smash. They might announce something about that fighter ballot thing. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to do anything for that.
I think they will actually, because the one thing they haven't added is tournament mode. We're still waiting for that.
Yeah.
They promised that, and we haven't got that yet.
But
so I think they might give a release date for that, but that's about it.
Yeah. So what's your next prediction?
Alright, my next prediction. Now, this one, I don't know how you're going to feel about this one since you haven't played this game before.
Yeah.
But remember how I mentioned that the new 3DS could be used to, bring games that, were hard to find.
Yes.
And put them on the new 3DS.
Yeah.
I think that this game could be really well on the 3DS, and it's similar to the Xenoblade. I think the last story could get a port to the new
definitely.
3DS. Like, that one was also... I didn't know it was rare until... I didn't even know how it was a rare game. I managed to get the deluxe version of it for, like, $60. And then I was at Fan Expo in Vancouver a couple of months ago, and they were selling the deluxe version in mid-condition for $120.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I have something that's actually valuable for once? Like...
Yeah, so it's a rare thing. So yeah, I definitely think they could do that. I don't know if that would be a big announcement, like, at E3.
I don't think it'd be a big announcement.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
But
I think it could happen. I think it would work really well for it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
There's no worries about how it doesn't have the processing power, because, again, Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Like, Xenoblade literally, like, puts away any questions about processing power, because it's a huge world game.
Yeah, definitely. So, we're on to our last prediction.
Yeah.
This has gone by pretty well. It's been 20 minutes, but
26 minutes.
but it's for us it seems like it's gone by quickly.
Yeah.
This year's is gonna be amazing, just for
I can't
all games, PS4, Xbox, and Wii U.
Batman Arkham Knight. I have to get that.
Yeah. But here's my last prediction, and I don't know how much of a chance this has. It's not a new game. It's a game we've already heard about. But I think that Zelda Wii U, despite Nintendo saying they're not going to talk about it at E3, I think they're still going to say something. Like, they have to say something about it.
Yeah.
And I think they're not gonna say too much, but I think they're gonna be like, here's some new screenshots, and it might show like the world again, or it might show different enemies, or maybe a dungeon. Maybe we'll get our look at a first dungeon or something like that. They'll give us a few, like maybe 5 screenshots even, and then maybe we'll get a name. I'm hoping we get like Zelda the blah blah blah.
You do realize it's gonna be Zelda Wii U. You do realize that, right? That's Nintendo.
Well, it's not. They're not going to keep it at Wii U.
I know.
It's a Zelda game. They can't do that.
Seriously, I don't get it. They've lost their creative touch when it comes to naming. Like,
yeah, that I do agree.
Like Smash Brothers for Wii U. Like, seriously.
Yeah, but
just call it Even 4 and I'd
Yeah, but they can't do that for Zelda. So I think we'll get a few screenshots, like a name, no release date yet, but they'll say, here's a little bit about Zelda. We're still working on it. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten. It'll be released sometime 2016.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I think
goodbye.
It'll just be something like a 30-second teaser, like what they did with last year.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like zoom into the actual name.
Yeah.
And then that'll be it.
Yeah.
And that'll like close out the direct.
Yeah. I don't even think we're gonna get a trailer. I think or a teaser even. I think it's just screenshots, name, see ya.
Yeah.
But that's my prediction. They still talk about it. That's what my
Alright, so my last prediction is also Legend of Zelda themed. Now, if this game hadn't... Now, if the new Legend of Zelda had been postponed, I wouldn't even be saying this. But I think Twilight Princess could get an HD remake. Now, I did fudge... Now, I'm fudging the rules a bit with this one, because I said with Super Mario Galaxy getting remake that it's too early, because it's a Wii game. And yes, Twilight Princess is a Wii game, but it's also a GameCube game. It was released on both systems.
Yeah.
So technically, it's not too early.
Yeah.
So because the other thing too is that it recently got changed to like from 2016 to be determined. That's kind of make me wondering like how much of this game do they actually have like done? Like they've been working on that game for the long time. They
Zelda
said
U, you mean?
They said it's the biggest project they've ever worked on, the biggest game they've ever. They've had like all this like biggest, most expensive, like all sorts of stuff they've been saying, and it's getting postponed, and now it's to be determined. I'm starting to wonder, like, would they do the same thing by like having like a NX come out and the Wii U, and like have 2 versions, one for the Wii U and one for the NX?
I really don't think that's going to happen.
They could afford to do that from a marketing standpoint because the Wii U hasn't sold well.
Yeah.
So, and that was the same thing with the GameCube. The GameCube didn't sell that well. So, it sold better than Wii U, but until the Wii U is the worst selling system.
But
so
I really don't think they're going to do that, though, because we need a Zelda game just on, and I don't think NX is going to come till like 2017, and they don't need that.
I don't know.
much time.
So I feel like what they do is they make a Twilight remake to entertain us.
Yeah.
And then I think Zelda could either be the new Zelda would be 2016 holiday release.
Yeah.
Or it would be like released in sometime in the first half of 2017 with the NX, and each of them would get their version.
Yeah. So, we're almost done our predictions here.
Is there anything else?
But I'll just say one more thing about that. I think Zelda Wii U will probably come sometime either spring or like May-ish 2016. That's what I think. But as far as a remake for Twilight Princess, like, that would be good, but Twilight Princess is already amazing looking. Like, even on the Wii, it looks fantastic. Yes, it's like dark and like it's a little, they could like bring up the brightness a little, but
they gotta give us something.
It looks great, but like the thing is they've made remakes for so many Zelda games, and that's my only like. But they've been giving us with that.
I don't know. I did consider that, but I was thinking like they gotta give us something. If it's gonna be at least a year until that game comes out.
Give us Zelda crossbow training again. just kidding.
So is there
CDI.
any other like minor things you want to like add? Like any other like minor predictions that you didn't put on the list? Or
I think that wraps it up for me. I think those are going to be like the bigger things. There's going to be obviously like things that we don't know. That are going to come out of nowhere. Like, we got Mario Maker. Like, we didn't expect that to happen. And Splatoon and all that. So I think there'll be a few things like that, too. And then minor things. And then things about games we already know. But as far as big like, announcements, I think I covered it in my predictions.
I will say that I do think that there's a high chance that we could get a new Animal Crossing for the Wii U. I think that's highly likely. But I didn't include because I couldn't care less about Animal Crossing. I've never even played Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing. I played it from GameCube till 3DS, but I don't know if that's something they would do with the Wii U right now. Maybe in the future. Yeah. But for this year at E3, they need to bring in some other things, and they need to like talk about Star Fox. We're probably gonna get a trailer.
We're gonna
get
Star Fox. We have to. Not just a trailer. It's pegged for 2015.
Yeah,
they can't just show a trailer and be like, "Bye." We're not saying anything else.
Yeah, no, they're definitely gonna talk about that.
If they do that, then that's pretty much confirmed. It's going to 2016, and if that gets pushed to 2016, that could get further evidence that Zelda could get pushed even farther back.
Yeah. No, that's why that won't happen. That definitely won't happen.
I also think that they might toss in the replacement for Club Nintendo, but again, I don't really care about that. And also Earthbound, make it happen. Yeah. Please. I don't know. I love Earthbound, and we need Mother 3.
Yeah, but
they kind of mocked us last year with the Nintendo Digital event. Do you remember where the guy was like, "What about my Mother 3?" And like, how about this?
Yeah. Well, so I don't know about those about Earthbound, but they'll probably give us something that we've been asking for. There has to be at least one thing.
If you predict it enough times, it'll happen eventually.
Basically, so yeah, but
I think that's all the time we have.
Yeah, well, we got more time.
Well, we got more time.
But I don't want to talk.
I'm done. I really don't have
I hate talking. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Don't worry. So, so that just about wraps up our E3 predictions. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Or listening.
Because you're not really watching us, but you're listening to us. And if you have any predictions, or you want to comment on what we've predicted, put it in the comments. We'll accept.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Good things, bad things, and make sure to subscribe if you are new and you haven't seen us before. And just like, oh look, E3 predictions video.
Yeah.
So thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.